Conference affair lined up for you today as the San Antonio Spurs come in for this one. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the NBA, and it's live right here on 2K Sports. Alongside Chris Webber and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan, the fourth member of our crew. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. The last time these two teams met, it was the Cleveland Cavaliers picking up the loss in that outing against the San Antonio Spurs. That was their second loss in 2 games. Now they've got a chance to turn the tide and get back on course.
Yeah, and last time out, they sort of shot themselves in the foot with the foul trouble. That was what led to them having such an ugly scoreline.
Well, particularly the starters, losing their focus, playing undisciplined basketball, and the bench couldn't come in and compensate for all of that.
We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all filled up and ready to go for this one. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Gordon, Damian Lillard out there with Derrick Harris, and it's Brook Lopez, and it's Porter at the small forward. After the break, there are always some players that turn it up another level. Did you ever play with a teammate, Chris, against someone who seemingly always was better after the All-Star break?
You know, I did, and that was usually the players that were snubbed. Some of the players that usually were snubbed came out after All-Star break and said, hey, I'm gonna make you pay. It's kind of like we've seen that recently with Damian Lillard, you know, the last couple of years when he didn't make the All-Star team. You look at him against some of the best guards and the best teams, he's made them pay. So a lot of guys have used that for motivation, even though they don't have that as one signal of success in the process. I think when they look back at their careers, they're going to see that it made them a better overall player because they were much more consistent, even though they didn't get that call.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Wide open, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Oh, Lillard's so solid at moving the ball. When one of his guys has a clean look, he quickly gets into it.
James against Porter. Now here's James. He started closely. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
And stolen by Simmons. LeBron wishes to Howard. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
And love how Howard throws it down. Just spectacular to watch on these alley-oops given his strength.
Lopez inside, working on Howard.
And Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he did that jam. I mean, just beautiful.
You can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. His confidence just soars when he slams it down right there.
And that one goes out of bounds. That's touched by Lillard.
That's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. The Cavaliers leading by 3. James outside. Fires for 3. And Lopez pulls it down.
Well, he's having a tough go at it so far this quarter. Not much dropping for him.
Harris misses.
Look, that rebound was up for grabs to get, but his length really was the determining factor in him coming away with it.
In the Spurs last season, how about setting the all-time record for consecutive winning seasons with 20? This is a group that's won 50 or more games in every one of those seasons, except the strike-shortened one in '99.
What a crazy connection right there. James knowing when to fly towards the rim. Amazing at completing these alley-oops.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Oh, and the dunk by Howard.
It's a battle boxing Howard. Too big, too strong.
Spurs trail by 5. And there's a whistle. That goes on Jeremy Lin. That is his first foul of the game. And Greg, for the Spurs, they're so competitive. It's inevitable. They just win year after year.
Yeah, but that big three of Duncan, Parker, and Ginobili, the all-time winningest trio in the history of our league, had a lot to do with it. And as that era comes to an end, they're doing a terrific job of just picking up new star talent without skipping a beat.
And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Cavaliers. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. Simmons against Lillard from the stripe. The kick out to Matthews. Right side Simmons. And stolen by Lillard. Out of bounds, Cleveland takes possession. And we've got a moment to look at the rebounding trend over the last few months for Simmons.
And those are some numbers that he can't be happy about. His rebounding totals have taken a dip over the past few months. He's got to get back to getting the kind of effort on the boards we were seeing from him earlier.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. And now that we have a chance, let's show you the NBA's top thieves. This is the list of this month's steals leaders. 4th, Ben Simmons, and of course, Josh Richardson.
Between these two guys, it's been quite a month of thievery. Just look at the steals for them over that period of time.
Now, here is Smith. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Oh, and here we go with Simmons. Nobody down.
Oh! Textbook. And love watching Simmons run the floor, just eating up so much space in so little time.
Bogdanovich against Miles. Gortat kicks to Heel. Gortat with the screen for Heel. San Antonio again missing.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Spurs trail by 8. Ilyasova with the ball. Outguarded by Simmons. Smith outside. Back to Ilyasova. It's rebounded by Cleveland. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio.
Yeah, we saw no matter what they tried offensively, the opponent just had the answer.
In a big way. This was a blowout. The players, the coaches, everyone is to blame.
And Miles kicks to Gortat. Chandler with the steal. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. They get a hand on it. And here's the break. It is Portis. A putback. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back to the action after this word.
Living like Cali. Yeah. What up, Bolly? What up? Yeah.
And we got a chance to hear from LeBron James about the hard work and prep.
Go back and I'm able to.
I think you'd have to say the preparation really shows on the court in his play, and rarely does he look surprised out there or caught off guard.
And Kevin, that's really just the mark of a total pro. And I don't think oftentimes the fans appreciate how much goes in terms of preparation. Some guys get it and some guys don't, but he's a perfect example of what proper preparation means in terms of preventing a poor performance.
All right, the second quarter beginning in just a moment. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
I mean, a solid first quarter, especially looking at that plus turnover ratio.
Yeah, aggressive on D, efficient on offense. They ball out to another lead.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. They've got Gortat. C.J. Miles is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Buddy Hield, and it's Smith in at the one. And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Spurs' Greg Popovich talked about developing players. He said, our method is usually tough love. I don't think coddling works, and beating them to death mentally doesn't work either. You give them a clear picture of what's demanded, show care, understand what makes them tick. If that doesn't get through, you get rid of them. Kevin?
And the military background of Popovich plays a part in this way of thinking, David. It's why the Spurs have been so successful for so many years. A platoon swap here for Cleveland. Smith on the wing. And it's sent back by Howard.
Howard, one of the league's most feared rim protectors in the league.
Rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Oh, that's just poor defense. Matching up in transition, left a good shooter wide open.
Now, here's Miles. He hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Stolen by Brogdon. And pushing it up, here's Cleveland. The Cavaliers again in transition. Here's Howard. It's hauled in by Ilyasova.
Oh, LeBron James is such a devastating finisher around the rim. Cleveland's goal has been to surround him with as many three-point shooters as possible. Try to keep the defense good.
And LeBron throws it down.
That's just superb concentration despite getting hit. James is just excellent at scoring through contact.
Jeremy Lin, he's checked in for Cleveland. Spurs trail by 12. Now here's Lillard. Now the pass to Gordon. Olynyk with the steal. James with it. Now guarded by Porter. In transition, here come the Spurs. And stolen by LeBron. Lin, that's a two-pointer. That one wide left.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
And the dunk by Lopez.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
It's good. LeBron's got the lead up to 12 now for Cleveland.
And James is an efficient mid-range scorer. When the D isn't up on him, he's going to school them.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon. And look now at the four areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Spurs.
And the three-point shot above the break has become a popular shot in the league, but not for them tonight. They're passing that one up and just trying to get their offense from closer to the hoop. And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Lillard, the pass to Lopez. Good D by Howard.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one. And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Let's not lie. He has the skills to do it. We've seen that, but you still like to work for something closer.
Cavaliers making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Lillard outside for three. Again, the miss by Lillard. The Cavaliers leading by 15. Howard with it, picked up by Harris. And Simmons kicks to James. Over Porter. That one, no good. And San Antonio will go the other way with it. Coming into this, having notched a win against Cleveland in their last game.
And we all know in a hostile environment, always tough, but they were the better team on that night.
I absolutely love the fire they showed on the road. You really could tell they wanted that one.
And we all know Brook Lopez can score in the post, and he might be just as valuable working from the elbow and running in that pick and pop action.
Lopez with the steal. To the inside, stolen by Brogdon. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. And with a quick break on the court, we've got some time to show you the list of the top rookie shot blockers over the course of the last month. Fourth, Ben Simmons.
He's been a factor on the inside. An impressive stretch for him defensively.
And Brook Lopez with the ability to face up and great post up.
High post or low. I mean, his passing and shooting ability give him that versatility. He has a load to handle for defense.
And here is James after Damian Lillard was able to get the three to go. And it's sent back by Lopez. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Rebounded by Howard. Howard's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backcourt. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And stolen by Simmons. And that one's good, Brogdon. Brogdon's got 5 points so far.
I love watching LeBron look over to the open man. He's a genuine leader. Keeps his head up and eyes moving.
Lillard dishes to Lopez. On the wing, Harris. Pass to Lillard. Back to Harris. And stolen by LeBron. Outside, Simmons. Here's Howard. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Otto Porter Jr.
Well, free throwing was never the strength of Howard's game.
And the Cavaliers will go with a different look here. Bobby Portis is checked in for Kelly Olynyk. Bogdanovich comes in for LeBron. Matthews, he's checked in for Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Ben Simmons. Now, here's Lillard. He's got 5. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Lillard gets double teamed. 6 to shoot.
Jump on. Cool. You 2 players.
San Antonio with the ball. In the corner, it's Harris. And the layup's good off the glass. Harris has got his first points of the night.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
I'm sure he thought that was good when they left his fingertips. As a matter of fact, I know he did.
And so it's LeBron James. Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the 3rd quarter.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson joined by Kenny the Jet. It's Cleveland out on top at halftime. They lead by 10. Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Well, I like it, Ernie, because they're just not settling for outside shots. You know, that part of the game is pretty when it's going in.
That's it for now as the...
The second half, just so often there are some players who have one unstoppable move or something that they'll lean on if their team needs a basket. What did you feel your go-to move was when you were playing?
You know, I've said this many times, I just felt like my go-to move was just get a bucket. And so it depended on where I was on the floor. You know, I love the jump hook from the left block looking in, my 15-foot jumper, 17-foot jumper. I felt that if I came off a pick and roll and I caught the ball live, I could drive or I could shoot a jumper that if you're a big fella, you're at my mercy. So, you know, those were really my spots on the floor to really try to do damage. So, you know, it's just about the point guard, the team that you're playing with, where shooters are on the floor in case you get double teamed and just kind of knowing your game. And so I felt comfortable with many spots on the floor, and depending on what spot on the floor, time and possession, that's where I was going to go and just try to be successful.
I always felt you read well. You reacted well after your read.
Yeah, because, you know, I grew up on teams where coaches, you know, would want me to do the correct play, and just because you can shoot a jump hook, your favorite shot over 2 people, but if you have a wide open, great knockdown shooter in the corner, you're supposed to make that pass. And so that's what I mean about, you know, what's your favorite move? It really depends on where I was, because a lot of times it was to get my shot first, and then if I knew the defense was coming, it was to identify where that next guy was going to be. So if I didn't score, I was going to get the ball to the guy that was. It was an easy way to kind of control the pace and the play from the game from that post position.
Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Brogdon. Then there's Howard. And it's LeBron James. And it's Olynyk in it to force it. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now. The Cavaliers leading by 8. Gortat with the steal. LeBron against Miles. Lets the 3 fly. It's rebounded by Cleveland. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And that one drops for him.
Timeout, timeout.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Cavaliers. And as successful as LeBron James has been, a max contract, all the endorsements, everything else, he's made his mark with his philanthropy.
Well, Kevin, my favorite part about LeBron is what he's done off the court. I mean, $2.5 million to the Muhammad Ali Museum. Think about this. This might be one of the greatest philanthropic moves, in my opinion, by an athlete. $40 million to pay for the college tuition of 1,000 Ohio school children. I mean, he's affecting the world in ways much larger than basketball.
Smith wide open. He fires. That three off the mark.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going through it.
For three, Brockton. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Yeah, the offense stuffed him a bit to start this second half. Only one for the first 5. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And the dunk by LeBron.
James is just a versatile scorer. When he's feeling it, get out of the way and let him do his thing.
Smith kicks to Ilyasova. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Ilyasova's got his second bucket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Pass to Olynyk. Howard against Gortat. Howard, the pass to James. 6 on the shot clock. Head shot off. Gortat with the defensive effort.
He's trying to help him add to this lead, but he just can't find his touch.
And the wide open shot from Miles. No good off the back of the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation. The coach right there, I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
Smith against Land. The feed to Ilyasova. Out to Smith. It's up a 3. Drops in the tray. Smith's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Man, I just love how Smith is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the ball. Measuring the shot as the pass is in right.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on the team. Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react. And this Cavaliers team, for all this talent, rarely in league history is a superstar with so much control is built around LeBron James.
Now Simmons, after the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That is his first foul of the game. .156 left in the third quarter of the game. But they recover it. Chandler throws it down.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And for cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunks.
But guys, the defense knows he has this ability, correct? Yet no one thinks to put a body on him? Incredible.
Those free throws good from Lillard. And LeBron not shy about making his voice heard when it comes to moves he feels the Cavs need to make.
He wants to win. His understanding of the game isn't just limited to his part to play, but also the pieces around him as well.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Lopez a screen. 3-pointer. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
And they continue to control the glass. You just have to be more careful with Simmons. So brilliant at throwing the D off guard.
The Cavaliers have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. And he sinks the second.
Well, one thing I like about Ty Lue is at the same time he's a player's coach, he's also got the confidence to take charge. That's important on a team with star talent like the Cavs.
And Simmons slams it in.
How about the activity of Simmons, mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult on the opposition. So good at getting steals.
And with that shot, the Cleveland lead is cut down now to just 10 in the basket from Lopez. Pass to Chandler. Wants to get it to Simmons and does. And Simmons slams it in.
Well, he's picking his spots. Understanding the game so well helps them fuel this lead.
And Ty Lue not shy about holding Chris, his stars, accountable.
No, he's not. He'll critique everyone from the 15th man up to LeBron. He still wants his players' input, asking his guys what works for them, what they're comfortable with.
Now here's Lillard, following the miss by Brook Lopez. 4 on the clock, and that one's good by Porter.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
And plenty of contact on the shot, so 2 free throws coming up. And San Antonio called for the foul.
And the Australian Simmons, a star in the making, folks. Thanks really in part to that tremendous skill set to go along with that gigantic frame.
Well, he didn't really make a concerted effort in the first to get some free throws, but now all that has changed. Much more active.
Harris drives in, and it's good, 2 points. Harris has got his second bucket tonight.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wynn.
Well, this is just another case where being aggressive means out.
And that one's good, Simmons.
And what skill from Simmons. A total genius at reading the defense and exploiting them in the paint.
And so it's Cleveland going into the break with a 10-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And now a sneak peek into the huddle with Greg Popovich.
We can't forget about the boards. If we don't...
Welcome back. Fourth quarter action starting up. 2K Sports, happy to have you with us. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter. Harris is out there with Damian Lillard. Then it's Porter. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Lopez in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Gordon with a screen on Simmons. Nobody near Lillard. An absolute bomb from three-point range.
Don't forget, he had a 3 in the first half. He can really hurt you from out there.
Here's Simmons. Reverses. Outside Matthews. Second shot opportunity. No good from Simmons.
He may have missed it, but that's the thing. Look at the basket.
And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Lillard.
Cheap turnover. You got to make sure your target's ready for the pass before you let it go.
No one near James as he lets it go. Tries to save it, but Cavaliers again can't hit. Spurs trail by 9. And Porter, here we go. And count it. And a chance for one more at the free throw line.
One shot.
Look how Porter maintains his focus on his play. Even when you knock him around, he uses his strength to nail these type of shots.
When Otto Porter came into the NBA, he really didn't have a shot to force opponents out on. Now, Chris, he's worked on it. He's transformed himself into one of the better shooting players out there.
Yeah, and I'm not sure the team didn't get the memo or what. For a while, they were still giving Porter those shots. And he was knocking them down. His field goal percentage from the floor and behind the arc have both taken huge leaps forward over the past few years.
Lillard misses.
Well, perhaps he believes he'll be able to shoot himself out of the slump, but I don't see it. He needs to quit shooting those threes.
And stolen by Gordon. He dishes it to Porter. And pass to Gordon. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. And here comes the break. Here's Brogdon. Kicks it to Howard. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Simmons checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Spurs trail by 10. Lillard outside. Dishes it to Harris. Simmons against Lillard. Basket is good. The assist from Harris. That's 12 points for Lillard. Here's Simmons, and it's sent back by Lopez. And they're able to recover. Howard kicks to LeBron. From deep. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. LeBron's got 21.
Love the confidence from James. He has the mindset that he can let it fly from anywhere.
Lillard dishes to Gordon. Connects from three-point range.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last two possessions. They're going after him.
And Simmons kicks to James. Cleveland moving the ball around. Tips it. Lopez grabs the board.
And that's an important rebound, especially on a night where the board work has not been their best.
Kept alive.
And I bet you'll never see too many guys who can put forth an effort on the boards like this one.
It's effort, it's ability. He also has incredible instinct.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Lillard against Simmons. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
You got to admire how aggressive Lillard is. Terrific at finding a way to get to the charity stripe.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
And as great of a free throw shooter as he is, it's still a part of his game. He works very hard at it.
And the Cavaliers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Kevin, during the last break, I heard Tyronn Lue talking with his team. He still wants them to be aggressive and assertive on offense. He said, I don't want us to get content with this lead. Build on it. Don't give them any chance of getting back in this thing. Kevin?
All right, David, thanks.
Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Gordon with a screen on Simmons. Lillard the pass to Gordon. And stolen by Simmons. And here we go. Fast break. LeBron's got it. He feeds it to Howard. Back to LeBron. Over Porter. And too long on the shot. Spurs trail by 8. Lopez dishes to Lillard. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Well, it's clear they want to try to come back and win this game, but that's not going to happen if he's taking shots like that.
Howard kicks to James. And that comes off the assist by Dwight Howard. Howard's got 2 assists tonight. Now, we always hear about how some guys are locker room leaders or a veteran presence on a team. Chris, how quickly does someone establish themselves as a team leader? It's universally embraced by the rest of the team.
It's tough. You know, some guys can come in and do it day one, but I think that we've seen a lot of leaders grow, whether it was a great leader like a 2-time MVP in Nash. It took some years first for him to understand himself and then kind of let his leadership just follow that on the court. We bring that to today with a guy like John Wall. It's taken him about 4 or 5 years to really learn to be around veterans, but guys are coming in younger now. And so I think that it's going to take a little bit of time to develop, but as long as they're continuing to learn, as long as they're continuing to put the effort out, because you're a leader first by what you do, not by what you say. And so if you are trying to figure your way out and work hard, then you're being a leader. People are figuring it out. It's usually when does the vocal part come in, along with kind of leading by an example. And so I think for every person it's different, but it's a lot of fun watching because when they get to that point, you definitely see some development and growth from them mentally and physically when you know they're taking over the reins like the guy like John Wall has.
Good insight. The Cavaliers leading by 9. Outside, Simmons. Over Lillard. Simmons missing again.
But after a terrific last quarter, he just looked utterly lost and down on himself. He can't get anything to go there. He can't get right.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
There's the pass to Brogdon. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron.
And that's how you answer back.
Trading bombs the last 2 possessions. They're going after him.
And it comes off the front of the rim.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. Hey, he's got to be better in those situations.
Well, I'd love to hear his explanation to Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
30 seconds left in the fourth quarter.
And really nothing they can do now. They just got to play this one out.
Yeah, you know you're supposed to go hard and compete the game. They're so frustrated right now. I don't see that happening.
Where did that come from? That was beautiful.
Wow. Whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
The outstanding quickness of them. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul when he tries.
The free throw is good from Lillard. Simmons against Lillard. And it's Simmons penetrating. And the shot goes down. And the Cavaliers lead by 11.
And leaving nothing to chance here on this game-clinching run.
Yeah, that offense shifted into high gear. I love the attack mindset.
Misses the shot. So we see the Cavaliers taking the win here. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor. Completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester. And that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it.
야, 우리 어디로 갈까?
Defender. I want the league to recognize that. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Aminu continues to prove his worth on the defensive end. His length and quickness certainly hard to deal with. So it's Miami now. Ginobili missing from long range. Just 2 to shoot. A 3 from Warren. A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Ginobili on the wing to the paint. It's stolen by Bell. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Rozier. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Rozier's got 5 points so far.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
There's a screen by Marjanovic. There's Winslow, and they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Winslow's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Warren, good.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better pass.
From deep. And the first half comes to a close. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, y'all. Ernie Johnson here with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Show. So it's Miami who's out on top at the half. They have a 5-point lead. Kenny, some perspective, please.
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
How about you, Shaq? What did you think about Chicago?
Ernie, they're taking way too many threes. The offense has no rhythm. They need to go back to the drawing board.
That's it for halftime.
As we return to South Florida, a fantastic view of that famous stretch of sand. Smitty, you played a couple seasons in the Northwest where the Portland Trail Blazers are wildly successful and very, very popular. You hear rumblings about a return of the NBA to Seattle. Do you think it'll ever happen?
You know, Kevin, I hope so. There's a lot of places in the NBA, and we have some great cities. But I think Seattle, speaking for myself, was one of the favorites. They came out, they supported. Obviously, most fan bases support when they're winning. But even when Seattle was mediocre, that fan base was there. They enjoyed it. I love the Northwest. I hope it happens again. I hope the NBA basketball returns to Seattle.
We've got Tim Hardaway Jr. Bell is out there with Robin Lopez. Then it's T.J. Warren, and it's Rozier, and it's Warren. It's the group on the floor for Miami. To the middle. On to Hardaway. Shoots the 3. They get it again, and there's the pass to Rozier. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Rozier from past the arc, and it's good, assisting on the play with Hardaway. Hardaway has got his 3rd assist on the night. Bulls trail by 6. Feeds it to Jordan. outside Curry. Back to Jordan, and there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. Bulls shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
And so he hits the technical free throw.
Stephen Curry is shooting better than 90% for his career at the free throw line.
Joe Ingles is just in for Justice Winslow. Outside for Corbin. For three. Knocks down the three ball.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Really left alone that time. 9 points for C.J. McCollum.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
That's a pick by Love. Here's Curry with the three. Curry with another miss. Miami leading by 5. And Nowitzki has it in the corner. From outside the arc. And McCollum the bucket on the assist by Tatum. That's 12 points for C.J. McCollum.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Curry wide open. Good on the triple.
Stephen Curry is great off the dribble, but he also is good at the catch and shoot.
Back to McCollum to the wing right side. Here's Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
Tell you what, don't sleep on Tatum. He has some ups. And I love seeing him trying to electrify the crowd.
Takes the three. The Heat rebound. Turner dishes to McCollum. Over to the wing. And Nowitzki wide open. He fires. And the foul on Miles Turner. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, I mean, the way he's climbing all over him on that one, no way the officials are going to miss that.
Yeah, he needed a ladder there. Terrible judgment as to how high and how far he could reach.
Jordan gets to Love. The dish to Curry. Another shot, and he sinks the layup. Curry's got 6 points in the quarter.
He is becoming dangerous from anywhere on the